I could be like, Julia Child, Julia Child. Hey everybody, I am Sheryl Crow and you are in my kitchen. And this happens to be the room where everyone congregates. On any given day, I have my 2 boys and generally a bunch of their friends running in and out of here. So it's a very lively place in here, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make one of my boys' favorite dish. So these are called salmon croquettes. This is a recipe that I grew up eating with my mom making it. I have a mom who absolutely loves to cook. She was always in the kitchen, and basically we set the table. So I never really learned how to cook. I'm a cancer survivor, and I started learning about what I was eating. I am like uber into high omega foods. We eat fish probably 3 times a week, and although this may not be the healthiest way, it is one way to get your kids to eat salmon. You will need 1 large can of red sockeye salmon, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon dried onion flakes, 1 pack of saltine crackers crushed, canola oil, and salt and pepper. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna buy red sockeye salmon, and it is in a can. You're gonna leave the bones in it, but you're gonna take out anything that feels like a large joint, because those actually are not edible. But the small bones that are in salmon are actually the highest source of calcium that you can get. I usually serve salmon croquettes to my kids. It's a dinner meal because we always eat right at 6 and we eat at the kitchen table, even though every night it's like, why can't we sit in front of the TV? Then what you're gonna do is you're going to use about a cup of saltine crackers, ground up. My kids, they even love participating. Like, I don't know why it's so much fun for a 9 and a 6-year-old boy to crush crackers, but they love it. And you want to use 1 egg. Now, I know this looks gross, and it actually, to be perfectly honest, it feels gross. But best way to mush it all together is to use your hands. I'm gonna use a little bit of onion flakes, and I'm gonna use a little bit of salt and pepper. And then last thing that you're gonna do before you actually, yes, deep fat fry them, and I'm not kidding you, you deep fat fry them. So we're gonna take our organic egg, we're gonna add a little bit of water, about a teaspoon of water. And the reason you do this is it creates an egg wash, and then you're gonna roll your little salmon ball like this. You're gonna dip it in the egg wash, and then you're gonna roll it in your leftover cracker crumbs. So now I'm gonna dip them in the deep fat fryer. So if I'm having salmon croquettes, I like to use a spaghetti ladle because I can set the croquette in there and then just lightly set my croquette into the grease without dropping it so the grease doesn't splash up. I don't like it on my clothes, and I don't like cleaning it. That is a good sound right there. And we're good to go. After they've browned, you're gonna take it out and you're gonna set it on a plate with a paper towel on there so you can just pick up whatever grease might happen to still be on there. And they're gonna look a little bit like that. Voila. The moment we've all been waiting for, I'm gonna use a little bit of spicy remoulade. Excellent. So good. They're very simple, and I guarantee you that your kids will eat them and really like them. And then I like to have a beer with my salmon croquette. It just lends itself to a nice cold beer, so that's just me though.